Well, I'm back on the 52 today. I'm going to keep calling it a 52. That's it's what it was advertised as when I got it. Although there's a whole bunch of other parts. I'll give you a little rundown. The knee shocks were discontinued. The last year for that was 49. It's got doesn't have a it's got a 52 type front end here, except for the hood. The hood is for a GMC because the GMC go up here and the Chevy, they come down. So it's got a GMC hood on it. It's not a Chevy hood. The doors are a 52 because they come out with a 52 or newer. They come out with the push button door handles in 52. Something I just noticed yesterday after I got inside, I put the battery in the battery tray up underneath the hood, but there is already a battery tray right up underneath the floor here. So it's got two battery trays. I don't know what went on there. Somebody added one. And then, you know, if I was going to assume that the frame, and this is if I was going to assume it, if I was going to assume the frame and the drivetrain were all 49 from that knee shock, I don't have that correct pronunciation is torque tube. I don't have a torque tube. I've got a regular drive shaft with somebody was nice enough to tape the ball joints up there. I mean the ball joints, U-joints. I can't tell if it looks like they taped it, but it looks like the cap fell off. But anyway, that's one of the least of my concerns right now. So, I don't know. It should have a, which the cab shows a spot in the firewall there for a stomp starter. So it should have a stomp starter, but it doesn't. It has an electronic solenoid. Somebody has ripped off the heater. It did have a heater in there, which them are kind of sought after. That'd be nice to have it in there, but anyway. So that's a little explanation on it. I'm going to leave this hood on here for protection, but I will add, for anybody that doesn't know, I got this spare hood back here. This one here, see how it goes down? I don't know if you can see that, but this one goes down on the front. This is a Chevy hood, so this hood will work. I need to get the nice little chrome piece that goes on here, you know, when I get that far in this project. But at least I do have that, and I have the running boards. So it looks like this truck used to be, for the most part, used to be a green color, because I do see the little bit of green patina here in the fenders. Somebody tried to spray some black over top of it. Well, today I'm going to be changing out the starter because it looks like well, it doesn't look like, my starter's bad. So I'm going to be getting to that. There's a starter down there. I plan on using my gear wrench set and my impact sockets and impact where I can. I've searched all over YouTube and I've seen people pulling starters off and seen them rebuilding them, which I could do that, but I ain't gonna. I haven't seen what size them bolts are. Nobody has said what size the starter bolts are. So once I find out, I'm gonna let you guys know, because that's the only reason I do this, so somebody can watch it and learn. I'm thinking that bolt going to the starter relay for the battery cable is a 1/2 inch. That seems like pretty much a no-brainer there. But them back ones over there, I don't know how much I can hold the camera, or in this case my phone, and do this, but I'm gonna try. Oh, that wasn't a no-brainer. It's not a 1/2 inch. Probably 9/16. What? Am I that far off? Yeah. It might be clear to you, but it's kind of dark in there to me, so I'm going to blame it on that anyway. 5/8. I was that far off. Well, I'm not perfect. I really don't care to be. Anyway, it would be simpler to take that dipstick out of the way, but okay. This is all disconnected already, by the way, so I don't have to worry about that nonsense. I think since I've already got a 12-volt coil on here, because I noticed that the other day. It says 12-volt. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right on the side of the coil. It's right on the side of the coil. I'm trying to get these wires out of the way where they're not bothering me. They got that muscle memory thing going. And we'll put that nut back on there. I'll probably get a new solenoid, new nut. Now, let's see if this is a 5/8. I'm not calling this one. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. I can barely see. Oh wow. So, this is a 3/8. Why am I having such a hard time with that? I can't really see the problem. That's the whole problem. I can't really see. maybe that's not a 3/8. Thought it was a 5/16 before, but wouldn't go on. No. Well, I'll be you know what, I'm spending too much time fooling around with that anyway. That's only a wire on there. Somebody else scabbed on there to try to hook a quick starter up to it. I'm gonna break that off. Easier said than done. There we go. All right. I'll let y'all know what size that is later. Now, the important part. I'm thinking that it could be a 5/8 bolt. It's holding the starter on, so I'm gonna try to get this back here. See if I can get it on it. I'm not gonna be able to get a socket on there. Okay, that's all right. See if I can get my gear wrench on it. You see, engineers haven't, it's not only modern engineers that haven't cared for the guys working on these cars. None of them did. That doesn't feel like it's going on there. Let's go with a 3/4. I don't know. Well, let me get this camera out of my hand, get both hands on here, and then I'll get back with you when I find out the right size for that thing. I'm gonna try the 5/8 again for now. See if I can find the sweet spot there. Well, what I found out is it's an 11/16. I found this wrench that I made. Actually, I've been it for Chevy Celebrity somewhere in the 80s. I don't remember. I think it was in the 80s. Yeah, 80s model Chevy Celebrity. I bent this, and I was just talking about this the other day. Never have needed it since, but it does fit. It fits, and it's a nut. I thought it was a bolt. It's a nut, but I turned it one turn, and that's all I can get it. I can't get another bite on it, so I need to find something better. There's the nut that you can see. It's not really tight, but it is a problem. So if I had a claw foot, then I could go ahead and get it. I've got different sizes here, but I don't have, well, I've actually got the right size, but it's a line wrench, and I don't want to cut it because there's not enough room to put this all the way up underneath it. It won't go on there. So maybe no, yeah, it won't go on. I have another set somewhere that if y'all looked at my town car, I think it was power steering pump removal. I had them then, but God knows where they are now. So I'm going to keep working at this. I'll tell you what I come up with. See if I can get a better bite on this to turn it. I might have to switch between. I went as far as I could with this one. I might have to see if I can get a bite with this one and turn it, and then go back to this one. We'll see. I can't get the gear wrench around there because the tolerance is way too close to get that. So I'll just have to see what I can do. Yep, some of these old cars are a little bit of a PETA, but anyway, I'm gonna get this to where I know I can get it, and then I'm gonna go on the bottom before I take it all the way out. And I'll spin the nut off with my hands on the top here and bring it out through the top. That's my plan right now. Anyway, I'll get back with you. Now let me show you what I got so far. I've got it backed out. I was able to just get my my custom wrench up in there and work it by hand, but the whole stud is coming out. It looked like it spun a little bit on the nut, and then the whole stud is coming out with it. So I'm gonna get on the bottom now, and I'm gonna get that bottom one out. I think I got this one pretty much licked. I might even be able to turn it by hand if I jiggle it up and down a little bit. But I'm gonna get underneath, and I'm gonna get the bottom one out first before I go any further. I'm gonna try to give you a shot here of the here's the bolt in the bottom. I've already loosened it up. It's a 3/4. I've loosened it up to where I think it's hand tight now, and I'm gonna get it out the rest of the way, and then I'll go back up top. This is a real tight fit down here, real tight, and I've got the wheel off and all, and it's still really tight. But anyway, I got it. Got a little rust in my eye, but I got it. So I'll get back with you. All right, I'm back on top now, and I don't have the light here. I'll get the light set up. So I'm gonna get over here to the nut and see if I can spin it off the hand. No, I'm gonna have to twist it with the wrench, a little bit at a time. So let me get my little bent wrench down here, and I'll start working away on it. It's not really tight, but it's being a little bit stubborn. All right, I'll be back with you in a minute. Well, I got that out. Yeah, wound up being not that hard of a deal. Let me show you the bolts here. Here are the bolts that I took out. This one here, the stud come on out with it. I'm gonna try to wire brush that and clean it up and get it get it nice again, because it would have been nicer if I could have just taken the nut off rather than screwing that whole stud out. Or I could get another bolt, another stove bolt, and put in there. But anyway, that's what they look like, 2 different sizes. So let me get this starter out. All these wires are in my way. There we go. Yeah, starter doesn't look too bad, really. I will go ahead and bench test it and see if I can get any life out of it before I have it rebuilt. But I'm gonna have it rebuilt anyway, because it's old. It needs to be done. It looks like somebody's beat on it a few times before I did. Oh well, that's done. Now putting it in will be a whole other project, but it looks like the teeth on my flywheel look really good. They're not chewed up at all, so that's a good thing. I will get some I'll get some cleaner, some brake cleaner, and I'll clean all that before I put it back on. But that's it for now. Hope I was able to help y'all out in this part of it, and I'll make another video for the starter install after I get it back from Hutcherson. Once again, if you're in Tampa or surrounding areas and you need to get something, a starter, alternator, generator, whatever, rebuilt, Hutcherson Auto Electric, that's a place to go. That's where I'm taking this, and they'll take care of you, and he won't sell you anything you don't need. Anyway, until next time, this is Double Trouble Garage. Thanks for watching. See ya.